Twisted Sister Reunite, James Hetfield is challenged by robots, and the first metal releases of the year promise it will be a fun one.
I love it!
Heavy metal is alive and well, so let's take a look at what keeps it going today. Here you go.
What do you wanna do with your life? I wanna rock!
The legendary glam rockers Twisted Sister are set to reunite for a very special show, marking their first stage appearance as a group since 2016. After ending their career as a band with a tour title 40 and It, which for the record I believe was an absolutely brilliant title for a final tour.
Yes, that's true.
Twisted Sister will hit the stage at least once more in honor of their induction into the Metal Hall of Fame, which will happen on January 26 in Agoura Hills, California. Overall, I gotta say that Twisted Sister is one of those unique groups who were able to gain a status of a truly legendary band without really releasing that much music.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I mean, if we were being really honest, they only had like, what, 5 real studio albums, as Still Hungry is just a re-recording of their legendary Stay Hungry, with several bonus tracks, and a Twisted Christmas is, well, not really full of their originals. And yet still, with those 5 original albums, they were able to sell more than 12 million records worldwide and receive 35 gold and platinum awards from 8 different countries, which just once again shows that this induction is absolutely deserved.
1, 2, 3, 4! We're not gonna take it! Come on! Yeah! Sing it! Sing it!
As it was expected, the drummer Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater will join the band on stage for the performance, just as he did on their final tour after passing of the band's longtime drummer AJ Para in 2015. And together with Twisted Sister, the 6th annual Metal Hall of Fame ceremony will also celebrate the induction of the guitarist Chris Impellitteri, Foreigner vocalist Lou Gramm, and the thrash metal legends Raven. All of whom I guess are totally worthy of this status, and so the only true question about Metal Hall of Fame this year is who created this magnificent poster and whether it will mark a renaissance of the early 2000s word art design.
It's gonna be that simple, beautiful, classic.
By the way, if for some reason you're still not subscribed to the Metal Pilgrim channel, now would be a perfect time to do so. And unless it's your first time on YouTube, I believe you know where to click. So do it. The start of 2023 became extremely heavy for many rockers worldwide, and unfortunately it wasn't only because of all the heavy metal releases which came out early this year. Just during the span of a week or so, the world has lost Lisa Marie Presley, the singer and the daughter of Elvis Presley, and of course the legendary guitarist Jeff Beck, whose influence on the world of rock and metal I think is just indisputable. Jeff Beck passed away at the age of 78, and this news has come somewhat of a shock for most, since Jeff has remained extremely active touring musician, with his latest releases being the album 18 together with Johnny Depp, and of course a guest appearance on Ozzy Osbourne's latest studio album Patient Number 9. Jeff Beck performed his last live show just a couple of months before his passing on November 12th in Nevada, as he concluded his tour with Johnny Depp, promoting their latest studio release. And according to People magazine, Johnny Depp, who spent the year on the road with Beck, reportedly was by his bedside on January 10th when the legendary guitarist left this world. Upon Beck's passing, pretty much every rock and metal star in the world started sharing some of their memories with the legendary guitarist, which just once again shows just how much influence he had on pretty much everyone, starting with Alice Cooper and ending with Metallica. And of course the fact that he was a winner of 8 Grammy Awards and was one of the only people who was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, both as a member of Yardbirds and as a solo artist, just once again shows that this was in fact a tragic loss for the entire rock and roll community. In between these segments, I just wanted to remind everyone, guys, let's enjoy our favorite musicians while we are still able to do so the way rock and metal is supposed to be enjoyed. In sweaty clubs and on festivals, and just go and see them play live. For every year there just will be more and more of those whom we will forever regret not catching playing live, although we totally could have. At the same time, the beginning of the year was rather eventful for the new releases, as we got new music by Periphery. Obituary dropped a new album, which, for the record, is one of the only classic death metal bands which I absolutely enjoy and always try to follow. And in my opinion, this latest studio release was pretty much exactly what I have expected from the band on their, what, 39th year of existence? And yes, it might not be a groundbreaking one, but if you have ever enjoyed any of the music Obituary have released, just go and listen to this one. I have zero doubts you will absolutely enjoy it. And in addition, if you are a fan of symphonic metal, then you definitely shouldn't have missed the new release by Beyond the Black, whose vocalist Jennifer Haben I was super happy to welcome once again on the show and speak about the latest release, their tour with Amaranth, and just a lot more.
You also are doing a real interesting challenge for your fans to unlock these little clues and bits. It feels like a game.
Oh yeah.
Just talk a little bit more about it for those who do not know about it, because I thought it was really cool how you guys embrace this new era and are doing it in a very unconventional way.
Oh yeah. I think we got much nerdier than before.
Okay, that have been possible.
Yeah, with all the stuff like the music videos, reincarnation, and winter is coming. This is more cosplay than we ever had. So, but I love it so much because I love to cosplay in like carnival or something like this. And I'm doing my own stuff and doing my own makeup like 4 hours, and I love that. So it was great to finally get the chance to combine this with Beyond the Black. And now with Nuclear Blast and all our new team that is also super nerdy, I think it's nice to create some stuff like this, like giving the people some games and something to play around, to be entertained and all of that stuff, because we love it ourselves. So why not combining this with Beyond the Black?
The full interview with Beyond the Black is already available on our second channel, MP2. So if you are a fan of symphonic metal, or if you'd like to know more about Beyond the Black, just go and follow the link in the description to this video. I'm sure you will absolutely love it. And by the way, now what? 2 weeks into the new year, which are your personal favorite new metal releases? And which ones did you absolutely hate? Please let us know in the comments. Especially the second one. I'm really curious.
Alright, here's an opportunity to be creative.
Iron Maiden might still not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Bruce Dickinson might not be included into the 200 Best Singers list by Rolling Stone. But back home in the UK, the boys just got recognized in an absolutely new level. On January 12th, Britain's Royal Mail finally released a special set of stamps celebrating one of the greatest heavy metal bands of all times, Iron Maiden, and of course its longtime mascot, Eddie. All in all, there are 12 different stamps, with 8 of them celebrating some of the most iconic live performances by the band during their 40+ year long career, done both in the United Kingdom and internationally, featuring every current band member, and a separate stamp sheet honoring the band's legendary mascot, Eddie, including the Eddie who started it all from the self-titled debut record, the Trooper Eddie, the Aces High Eddie, and the latest incarnation of a mascot as a samurai created by the legendary artist Mark Wilkinson. By the way, the signed by Mark Wilkinson limited edition stamp, which was valued at £200, was sold out in just a matter of hours, which just once again shows how crazy are metalheads about the bands they absolutely love. With this honor, Iron Maiden actually becomes only the 5th British band to be recognized by Royal Mail, the first ones being the Beatles in 2007, followed by Pink Floyd in 2016, Queen in 2020, and the Rolling Stones in 2022. And so here's the thing, just by looking at those bands, I want to say, dear Royal Mail, cannot really say much about your other services, but your taste in music is pretty much flawless. Please consider starting some online courses for our friends over at MTV and Grammy Awards. No, seriously. Apocalyptic uprising of the machines might not be as far as we think, as artificial intelligence is already stealing jobs from some of the visual artists and is now set to replace some of our favorite metal musicians. Well, almost. Remember how back in the day we used to watch Terminator and think to ourselves, well, someday those machines will definitely rise and take up all of our jobs and be better at pretty much anything that we can do? Well guys, I have some news for you. At TikTok and Instagram, user OneHackerBand actually created a full robotic band and taught it how to play some of the greatest songs ever, including those by Metallica. And all jokes aside, I think it's pretty impressive. And the coolest thing about it, the guy didn't only teach them how to play it note for note, he's actually perfecting some of the guitar playing techniques, including, for example, that of palm muting, and his robots are actually becoming better and better with every video he releases. And so, yeah, of course I don't believe that robots will ever replace live musicians, just like I don't think that artificial intelligence will ever replace real artists, because there is this little thing called soul, which an artist puts into his work of art, and it can definitely be felt by everyone who has enjoyed it. But overall, I think it's pretty impressive how accessible some of the technology has become for us in the latest days, and how, if used wisely, it can actually enhance our abilities to create true art, as I believe that development for the sake of development is actually useless, and technology is supposed to make our lives better and free up some time for us so that we can have more time to enjoy our favorite music. But anyways guys, I'm back from the short break, and I apologize I didn't release this episode earlier. I think you all read the news and you know what is going on here in Ukraine. So just a reminder, please continue supporting my country in any way you possibly can. And please let us know what are your personal favorite releases from this week and which ones are you looking forward to in the days to come. And just overall whether you like these metal digests and how we can improve them. Thank you so much for watching guys, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!